Trufino was going to put it low and in and almost a pinch the full distance of the field. This has been wild. Team Secret, they've been holding on barely now on the attack. It gets by. Sadness ran out of boost, but had enough to get one more touch.
He just pirouettes towards the net, and Trufino couldn't come up with the initial challenge. Drops trying to react in time, but it was too late.
Red.
Team Secret, it might get a little dicey, but they still make the save, and Drops. Speaking of saves, right at the last second, you saw the net was open. KV1's gonna threaten. Brad can't make the save, and Team Secret break through again.
And KV1 does it all. Look, he gets a bump here, another bump.
My.
He's bumping everybody out of the play, knows the situation. Brad is left high and dry. KV
Secret jumping the way, a pass to Drops. This one goes wide. And Crew sending everything they can, but Team Secret, the defense, well, it's not good enough here. Drops on the far side, and Crew finally break through.
And it was simply a matter of time. A hard pass across. Drops the vision.
And Crew have the opportunity to start to flip this series around. They still got half a game left here in game 3. It's a good touch from Trufino, and the pop. Brad's there. Can he drop it down off the crossbar and post? And Crew double up their score.
Crew starting to figure out Team Secret. And it's Trufino who is being that playmaker, that passer, feeding Team Secret in the corners. Team Secret's been playing from behind, or at least that's what it seemed like.
Very defensively for Team Secret. I was about to mention, I mean, without the offense here, when Crew start to put up 2 goals, bad things happen for Team Secret, and Crew now 3-0 in game 3.
And look who it is who gets this ball back out to the middle once more. It's Trufino. Brad, happy to...
James, Crew starting to figure it out.
They have, but I believe Secret has shut out their opponent 8 out of the 14 games they've played this event so far. So they are a heavy defensive team, but what do you do when there's a good defense? You demo them.
8 out of the 15 now for Team Secret, and Crew blowing it wide open again. Knight can't get back in time. He's getting blown up on his back wall. A good touch from KV1 to prevent Crew from clamping down.
Sadness getting up off the ceiling, but still Brad works it around and gets the demo out of the air. KV1
put it away.
It's air strikes from Crew.
Crew coming down from the heavens. It was Brad with the first, Trufino with the second, and Drops to tap it in. Crew.
This time, the physicality. Crew evolving before our very eyes, doing whatever it takes to beat this Team Secret that has had their number. Miss will allow Team Secret back into the game.
A gimme for Team Secret. And the last man on the wall, it was Brad. He just got up there awkwardly and then just went too fast. You can see he's frustrated with that one. This one to game 5. And now Team Secret, maybe a sign of life. They're pushing up their line. You're seeing Crew not having the same opportunities as they did before. Trufino is able to push this one out, drops to the back wall. He's looking for 2. Another touch will do, and it's 3-1 Crew.
Oh, and this was so good. Trufino forcing the ball. KV1 having no boost, having to watch as Drops floats up and drops.
This one off the crossbar. Brad somehow gets there. Night shot denied, and Crew again. The defense comes alive late.
Brad then drops still. Another shot. Finally, it crumbles. KV1 knocking the wall down, but that was another back-to-back big save play. And that melted precious seconds off the clock. Off the corner, KV1 turns with full boost from the mid.
Oh, what a touch. That one's going
on target.
It's in?
It's in.
What? Nobody was back. And I don't blame them. They have to push up, but Knight and KV1 were right on top of each other, and I think Knight thought someone was back as well, and no one's home. Scoreless. As Sad looking for another flip, a demo comes out. This is where Crew's been looking good. If they can get and collect this ball. Trufino wants to take it himself. Under one, he walks it in. Nobody on the challenge from Team Secret.
Trufino beautifully reading the defense in the air, gets the first touch, flips into it, but doesn't boost right away, goes low. KV1 is expecting.
Spoiled chance there from Crew, now KV1. Ran out of boost in the end, but an opportunity there to bring it down. But Crew unrelenting here. The challenge is going in their favor. This one pops out to Brad, shot on target, and he'll walk it in again. Crew double up.
Brad! That is a heartbreaker for Team Secret. Shot after shot after shot, finally. Pulled off a reverse sweep on land in the RLCS, and we might see it here if Crew can hold on.
Knight threatening, Team Secret not done yet! KV1 to strike, and that's the boy to give one for Team Secret.
Knight, wonderful play, going low, is faking the flip reset, but ended up...
By Achieves especially, he has been phenomenal at this event.
I mentioned the 4 major as well. The last time these two teams played was at the 4 major. That just could be in. Off the bat it is! Oh! Apparently Jack just sneaks one through. The defense wasn't ready for that one.
An early goal for Gen G is going to be bolstering their confidence. Yes, it comes off the nose of TRK, but they all count for one, and that's saved from Khaled. As we enter the second, Ahmad though, left-hand wing, with Chronic taking it to the sky, pass it back down towards apparently Jack with very deft touch. It falls to O'Callaghan, who is lurking and waiting. Shot for TRK, that's on target! That's an equaliser!
Lovely response there from TRK, getting there first on the board. It was a beautiful play off the corner. Khaled just forcing the 50-50. Nolly in net, backwards, going nowhere. Slots at top bins.
Having to jump up backwards to save it top corner, that is hard at most times. But TRK, who has had fantastic shooting stats so far during the winter major.
Off the kickoff, no way, a kickoff goal. Apparently Jack just buys his time, second man, and finds an opening.
I bet he had enough time to talk about TRK before he misses that cheat. Then apparently Jack can come in, just that slightly slower play.
Midfield control, that challenge game is coming up huge for Gen G.
25 seconds remaining, and they will be ticking down tantalizingly for the Falcons. TRK gets it round one with a reset. Shoots on target! Ahmad and TRK! Double damage, 2 goals for the Falcons.
Oh, they're never out of it. TRK with the 50-50 off the corner. It was a mirror image of their first goal this game. And they do odd start. 1-0 up in a best of 5 is crucial. Now TRK pushing forward. It's Falcons attacking first.
But Chronic jumping off the wall there now leaves.
Oh, that's open!
However, doesn't matter. Apparently Jack, the man to take game number 1.
There's positional misplays from Falcons, and Jack capitalises here. Nolly leaves the ball. Ahmad's just pushed up third man for no reason, gets caught out. Jack capitalises. Quick to watch that bottom right corner there. Readjust for the passing play, but I like that from Falcons. They're getting creative because Gen G, they're just dominating this midfield game, but this is just going to go in! Ahmad again caught out third man.
And apparently Jack, with the vision, sees that he can snipe it, sends it down range. Jack with an early lead in the opening minute.
He started again, you could just score from any. Penetrable.
Early chances for Gen G already starting on our third game. Touch wide is going to be seeing Ahmad with a low boost, but an open net. Ahmad starting Falcons off proper.
The first positional mistake here. Apparently Jack gets beaten out last man. No rotation back from Gen G. Ahmad, easy as you like, puts that one away. You get a 50 as well. Jack straight under it and over the top of Khaled as well. TRK has to make a touch, 50-50 out. Backed up by Ahmad.
One of the rare chances too where Gen G
that's
did
open.
not have a man. But you bet the Falcons have got a man sinking their talons deep into Gen G.
They found another hole in the defense. Gen G perhaps getting a little bit too happy in defense. Chronic, third man too far up, gets beat midfield. That's off Chronic a little bit there. Falcons sitting in defense. They've got the 2-goal lead. Let's see how they hold it together. Oh no, not again!
Nolly, but a pinch to the far post, and TRK. The gods are with you.
Oh, this is just their game here, game number 3. Nolly jumping off the sidewall, just doesn't get the 50-50. He had to play for it, but instead he...
Khaled beating around on that right-hand wing with apparently Jack now picking up with 75 boost in air drill, but loses that ball, and TRK's patience leads possession. Ahmad up in the sky, bumps 1! Bumps 2! Gets it past all 3 and scores to 4.
He does it all himself here, Ahmad, over the top of Nolly, over the top of Chronic, gets the bump as well. Falcons have come up.
On that right-hand wall earlier, Jack shoot towards the target, but TRK finds himself actually ricocheting off the crossbar, but manages to recover. That man is psychotic.
Maybe a 1-2-3! Oh! TRK, the pass play was huge!
The movement round the pitch, passing it off from TRK to Khaled, back to TRK. A gorgeous doink top bin.
Falcons positionally, they fixed up their mistakes from the first 2 games. I'm not sure if this was a conscious decision or they're just warming up into this series, but they're looking so much more poised. It's open again, and Ahmad slots the bottom corner. 6 goals for Falcons.
We said that Falcons would need to burn the house down. This is the kerosene on the carpet.
wonders right now. Gen G, they look a bit rattled. They're almost playing too fast in offense for their own good, and it's leading to opportunities like this. Ahmad off the ceiling.
Oh,
Go!
Ahmad with the 7th from heaven.
That's goal of the tournament right there. Ahmad. Is it going to be Ahmad again? Solo play, 1v1, dribbles around. Doesn't quite make it work.
That one was nearly devastatingly cheeky as well from Ahmad. Final 8 seconds, sees Nolly shoot back towards Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Brazil in San Diego.
How good we get the Brazil that we just wanted so badly. 7-1 for blocks it out.
Nolly had 12 boost on him that he only just picked up as well. The ideas are there, but right now, Falcons, they're making sure that they're trying to shut down...
Ahmad!
Khaled beating one off the pitch and then the dunk! Ahmad!
He has come alive in this series. The Falcons, they've woken up. Apparently Jack can't get the touch. Ahmad dunks it off. TRK pass across. Can Ahmad make something work? Maybe a double touch. Apparently Jack blocks it out. Nolly on the line, sends it to the side, but this is trouble.
Open!
It's just going to be in.
The long shot at half-time for Gen G is going to be an incredibly meaningful goal. They got one before Falcons are sent home, but we've seen their late-game heroics.
Huge 50-50 from Ahmad. TRK's out of position. Khaled might be awkward on the clear. He is awkward on the clear. The bump!
It's open! Apparently Jack! The second for Gen G! It is gigantic with a capital G!
Oh, Khaled has been instrumentally...
Happy enough just to see if someone makes a mistake, and out 54, totally unwilling to give up anything.
That one actually looked like it hit off Rise, popping it up. Now Jorius going for a double, potentially hits it. It goes off the post. It faked out Sizen misreading the bounce, and it left the net wide open.
It's a hot one to handle, especially when you get a player as good as Jorius going at it. Easy to think how he thought maybe it was going to wind its way into...
Vitality trying to figure something out. Now Alpha downfield finds his way to Radostin. Radostin double tap pass. Sizen lets it go.
Oh, and it worked.
Alpha scores it.
Vitality spread the field here. They get 2 up in the corner. Radisson, nice double tap, but look at Sizen, pulls out Jorius. Alpha, talk about an inspired bit to turn around there.
Oxygen and Vitality both making the stops defensively. Shutting down the air dribble, shutting down the flicks. But now Sizen with some space, numbers advantage, pinch pass out to the middle. No one back, and Radostin will end the job, getting the overtime winner.
Oh, and they just catch Archie, that real tight support. Jorius tries to get super aggressive in the midfield, was saying, yeah, I can get there, I can jam this one back.
Boost. Now Alpha will leave it for Radostin. Radostin to the backboard. Rise running on empty. He's going to have to get back to net.
Oh.
The shot on target. You saw Rise thinking there was time. He didn't realize that the alarm bells were ringing.
Again, that third man caught too far forward. Not an easy shot from Radostin. It looks so easy, but got to practice that one at least a couple times to make sure you hit it. Well executed. Just poke that one down a short seam, and Vitality almost a second one off the kickoff now. What went wrong here?
Oh, and we've seen so many kickoff goals this weekend. Jory is not jumping into that challenge, thinking maybe he'll have a moment at the Winter Major. This Vitality team has really turned things around.
Oh, off the wall. Alpha denied by Archie. Can he make 2? No, he can't. Radostin there to drive it home one more time. Oxygen trying to find a way out. Just couldn't get there.
And that big turnaround is a huge thanks to Radostin. Radostin has been lights out. Oh, there's another demo. The demos have been amazing. Rise shut down. Archie also diving. 2v1 situation. You see Alpha going for the demo, trying to pull out the play, and see you later. Alpha clears the path for Radostin to walk right in.
Beautiful air dribble. How to manage a pace and on one-on-one executed brilliantly. Forces them to come forward to try and...
Ryzen happy to take the 50. The 50s from Vitality have been remarkable at midfield. They just kill the play and buy time for their teammate to come in. Now it's scoring chance and another goal. 5-0.
Just can't find a way through him. Jorius, you see that miscatch there, just pops it straight up, and Vitality, they just kind of see it. Just beautiful awareness from Vitality. That's the right idea, though. There's the demo in the net, and actually two, but thankfully Rise is able to slip through everyone. Can he win the race? Yes, he can.
Wow! So we see a double demo, and then
a double commit.
a double demo to double commit. Sometimes when you throw it all at him, it doesn't work out. But Archie, very firm, is able to get the clear out. However, Oxygen again forced back. A shimmy and a shake from Sizen. Sizen's in the middle, and Alpha finishes!
Oh my goodness. Sizen knew he's got some space to create something, but how do you do it? The hard left cut, get around to the outside of the ball to the right, and all of Oxygen's just like, hang on, where are we?
The tension, the double commit, but Alpha will shadow the ball, the 50 downfield, going for another challenge. And it's back, the shot! It's good! Oxygen, stay alive!
Oh, no one saw him lurking on the far right. Tight support, and you can see Sizen in the midfield. I think he saw that one go across the pitch, was like, oh, no.
No one's jumping for Oxygen off the backboard, and finally Archie can clear it.
A little bit of confidence there as well in Oxygen. They know it's unlikely a strong shot comes. Joreus, backflip right in the middle for Archie. And I was about to say, don't hit the bar again, but this time a little help.
And it's, again, Joreus who's putting in so much work. The block comes out, but it's the perfect shot to force a read. Do something, otherwise we might see Champions Field yet again. Alpha looking for Redosin. Redosin hard off the ceiling. Awkward read.
Oh.
The read was too tough, but Alpha saw it coming and blasted it in.
That's why that counterattack going towards the backboard, it's the weakest spot. It's so tough to handle, and that one even tougher because it went off the ceiling first, then comes off the back.
Clear out. Rise with some space, sweeping the line, stealing the boost. But Alpha's marching it downfield. Off the
he's
backboard. Sizen scores!
Such good recognition from Sizen here. Obviously, Alpha 54 again, finding space in that midfield to maneuver the ball, able to get back to it and just find a dot on that wall where it can go right into the middle.
And I mean, we were on Rise's perspective as well. Instead of rotating back, he was trying to be greedy, trying to take those corner boosts, and no one was able to get back, but Oxygen will get one back right off kickoff.
Another kickoff goal. Two in the back center, and they tried to draw the ball left. It stuck right in the middle, and Sizen, that's a completely open shot.
Doing work, now Redosin will leave it. Sizen trying to take it into an air dribble. Back to Alpha, slamming it to the corner.
Oh, missed
and
it.
the wide open net. Sizen turns and capitalizes.
Can't afford to miss the ball. Joreus, good enough challenge. Rise knows he's got to get it. And I actually like the idea. Go up there, try and be aggressive, because if he hits that ball, he's through two people.
Exit if Team Vitality can hold this scoreline. Vitality, they're still throwing punches. Now a pinch towards net. Pure electricity from Team Vitality.
Just straight into the net, the worst case scenario. Archie wants to get it to the corner. Alpha says, I'm trying to push upfield. They come
3-0, but he can only do so much. He can only win 3-0. They didn't drop a game, and importantly, they gained that confidence from that series. So I want to see it here today.
You can only beat what's in front of you, and J-Naps is going to be beating the defense early on. The first 30 seconds sees blood fall to the North American.
Yeah, not the best start based on what I was just talking about, but it is J-Naps. T-Bates talked about it. He's only just, build some momentum in his own performance and carry that through the rest of the major.
What, however, is not perfect is G2's record of versus OCE teams. As Atomic smashes in the second. They're going to be trying to put those demons to bed.
Yeah, double gimme from ground zero means Atomic has so much space. It could have been an open net, but he just shows a little bit of style with the double touch. A little bit of midfield pressure. Fiverr has an opportunity. Atomic is right there for the touch and gets a huge beat out. 2v1 play, Karka's missed. This could be open. Shot on net. Fiverr can't get the touch. It's going to go in. G2 get their third.
Rolls in tantalizingly slowly with Karka missing it on the right-hand side. Atomic just has to flick and then attempts to go for the bump on Fiverr. J-Laps does make contact, lucky.
Backflip there, that's a perfect sign. They're not quite in this series yet, mechanically, mentally. There's still time here.
And we talk about teams not being in series early on. We've seen a reverse sweep, we have seen a near reverse sweep, and we've seen Chicago score the fourth for G2.
It's starting to get ugly here. J-Naps just flicks the cross over the top of Fiverr. Chicago finds the angle, and
leaves possession to fall towards the Oceanics.
He's going to be able to get a bump as well. Shot comes in. This could be an opportunity. Where's the finish? Super Lucky just sitting so deep and now caught out. It's just going to go in. Ground Zero had an opportunity and it goes straight down the other end.
That felt like a chance that completely went missing. Lockie moving sort of far up, sort of sitting back, just finding himself. A lot of jerseys today with G2 embroidered on them. That looks fantastic. The Ground Zero has got a lot of incredibly intense support from various people all throughout the San Diegan venue. Atomic, in 8 seconds, he makes it 1.
JNAP's just sticking to this ball like glue, gets the 50-50 right onto Atomic's head, and Kaka in there, almost not expecting.
Is going to allow. Approach 30 seconds gone, and for Ground Zero, good. No instant from that first goal.
Just need to see an opportunity. Goal slotted away, he's got to go in. Fiber gets Ground Zero's first of the series.
The confidence as well on the cameras. Seeing Fiber start to light up, say to Kaka, fantastic work. Sending that over. Can clear it away nicely over towards Fiber. Sees Kaka central, goes solo instead. But Kaka is waiting. Kaka cannot receive as Atomic. It's just too rapid.
Beautiful defense there, and now an opportunity. He's just going to go straight in. Atomic pops it up. Open net out of nowhere. Super Lucky last man just gets caught out on this bounce and faked out by Atomic. Well played, JNAPs.
Zero starting to build up more and more opportunities. Kaka 15 alongside JNAPs. Bounce it off that sidewall, beaten to the ball. Atomic to Chicago, to JNAPs, doinks it onwards. Lockie isn't able to make contact. CJ, it's the second doink of the day, and it's the third goal for G2.
I love that from JNAPs. It feels like Super Lucky was expecting some sort of a pass play, maybe a bump on him last man. It was a 3v. He's not free. JNAPs gets the clear.
JNAPs finding Atomic again on that right-hand wall. Those two linking up time and time again, making just a real travesty with the great player defense. Pass central, however. Kaka reducing that deficit to just the 1.
That's what we need, a pass play from Ground Zero. Super Lucky recognizing it's a free infield, nobody
Love
there.
that.
Chicago near post, can't get it. Kaka
Give away the ball, apparently.
Give away the ball was not the play there, but GZ with a miss from Atomic. Maybe an opportunity now. JNAP's fake underneath. Shot to be coming in. It's going to go in. G2 get the first on the board in perhaps the final game.
And JNAPs takes on 2 with that fake as well. Lockie stays grounded. Kaka gets the 50 with him. And JNAPs nearly stealing the goal. Ground Zero, they are making strides towards the goal of their own.
Almost the kickoff goal as well. Second man just cheated up too much. Atomic goes for the shot. It's not got any power on a follow-up shot. Oh, the bumps come in. No defense from Ground Zero. G2 get their second.
And G2 just becoming that well-oiled machine that we have seen them dominate North America with recently. Lockie tapping it in.
Defense that they played. An impressive start for them, and is that enough to start the momentum against Liquid?
Keep proving people wrong. They probably love the hate, and Radostin wants to start us off with a great shot right in front of the box. Defensive save couldn't come out in time, and we got the first goal.
And of course it's Radostin. The aerial fake freezing. I'll tell you, he had goal for the ball. Has to wait for Radostin.
Forced to get the save, and Vitality want to break the curse. Liquid are 3-0 head-to-head this season, but each time they keep playing each other, Vitality get closer and closer to winning that series. And this might just be the difference maker in the corner. Oscar was looking for something better, but Alpha 54, it's not just a dunk, it's a midfield pass.
I mean, did Radostin link his controller to his...
Picking up steam, peaking, and now they want to clip on Team Liquid.
Liquid came into this as one of the demo-heavy teams of the tournament. What a great shot from Acronic. They respond.
And it's a little chip shot from the midfield. Everybody from Vitality was just trying to get back to their own end, and you see that little... But as I say that, we're seeing a lot of pressure from Liquid cutting early in the midfield. They are finding their groove and getting comfortable on the pitch.
It's a good stop from a towel.
Oh,
and Oski just gets right by them. Liquid wastes no time tying things up.
And Oski, he had this red from a mile away. That first rush from Atau, and that is brilliant. Atau is disrupting the movement, the transition, intercepts the ball, but under control and smoothly carrying it out.
Chronic waiting to size this one up. He's got Oski downfield. Oski, the leading alpha. A ball.
Chronic goal.
Chronic, all he had to do was win the 50 as Oski pays.
Look at the boost control. He stops boosting right before, feathers the boost, so that he can get the best angle possible, delays the challenge. Fast.
Alpha on the reset. Liquid forced to get it high, and nobody could get the rebound. Vitality anticipating the rebound. Now a quick pass off the board. Rebound coming in. The demo goal. A chronic 4 goals for Liquid.
All 3 players here. Everybody's got a job. Pass out from Atao over to Oski. Atao demos the last man, and a chronic comes through his tally. When will Oski hit the brakes? Doesn't want to risk anything with this pressure. Keep it going. Keep it rolling. Atao, 5-2. Liquid do not stop.
This one really falls apart. Sizen needed a better touch. You saw Radosin go up the right side of the field, thinking Sizen maybe he gets a stronger touch for him.
Corners seems to be impossible. You can forget about the midfield boost because it's all under control for Team Liquid. And this game has been all under control for Team Liquid, at least in the second half. Another one to go. 1 second on the clock. We're going to see another kickoff, but Team Liquid surely taking game 1.
And why not? 6 unanswered goals. And it looked like it was going to be the same story from Vitality.
Too much, but you can settle in, get your nerves under control, because game 2 could be a completely different story.
And Liquid got something to say about it. Oski puts some lead into it.
It's a different story, but only because Team Liquid are the ones scoring first. 7 seconds in, Oski outpacing the defender, and nobody able to get...
Vitality left in, again, an uncomfortable position on defense. Radosin forced to clear. There's nothing but Liquid cars in front of him.
Radosin wants to build something with his roster. You've even got Sizen attempting to take out the 3rd man, didn't get contact. His presence alone might have shaken up Atao, who is looking to get the save, trying to predict where this shot's gonna go.
Wide, and like you said, the threat of the demo forces him to stay. He can't go in early. Great response by Vitality. And they get this one right back. Like you said, Atao, empty.
0 boost to his name. He wanted a touch off the backboard, tried to pre-flip into it. You feel for him, but Alpha 54 is gonna punish.
Going, Radosin in the air, by himself with 50 to go. Radosin, reset, forced one off the play, and they finally break out Liquid.
And Oski, he used every bit of boost to get that. And Atao using every bit of boost to find this shot. Ties things up. They held themselves on the defensive side quite well, built the wall, and got a good transition.
Sizen jumped up in midfield.
Who's finally gets them. Now it's a double commit. Team Liquid, very shaky start after they tie things up, but they will equalize, and hopefully Oski can waste some time, maybe get the ball all by himself.
Aerial ace from Oski. Loads up the jet, fires it forward. No one's stopping him. See you, Sizen, and get out of here, Radosin. To come across Vitality, throwing their cars at Liquid right now, looking for that game-leading goal.
But this does look promising for Vitality. Boost meters in their favor. Alpha 54 from the ceiling has the flip and hits the ground pitch of his life.
He causes an earthquake with that one. Sensed it. I think there's a hole in the ground, Alpha. My goodness. Slight repair on the field. Liquid get the kickoff. Alpha with control. How about that for creativity
Yeah,
from Alpha?
that's exactly what I wanted.
The net. Atao with the one-timer.
The one-timer off the one demo. 3rd man gone. Atao clears the way, then turns around, and he's got a free shot.
Great job. Radosin gonna leave it. Great shot, but a better save. Now forced to wait. Keeps the ball close. Doesn't give Vitality anything. They kick him off the pitch, off the post, and into the net. Radosin takes the lead.
And you're thankful for Vitality and their picture-perfect rotations. Sizen demos the man behind the ball, then Radosin cleans things up. I was worried.
Heavy on the bumps, heavy on the physicality. All of Vitality gonna have to wait for this touch. Radosin lines it up, got the read, got the pass. Low shot, Sizen takes it up by 2.
How are you reading this, Radosin? How do you know exactly where that ball's going from a chronic? It's a dunk and it's a midfield pass, 2-in-1 combo.
Throw your body out there. Rely on your teammates to follow it up. Love that kind of aggressive position from Radosin. Why it's been so successful, but a chronic puts one up himself, all by himself.
We're gonna have to take another look at this as to how he even got past all of these players of Chronic. It's a dribble by himself, Second man goes flying. Seizen's alone, and a Chronic. Oh no.
Sees from a towel. And, you know, sometimes it happens.
Calculated back pass and Mr.
Okay.
Maki, what is going on? It's dished out, and the demo Radostin could punish, but it's going to be Seizen behind the ball.
Now Liquid, they beat themselves here. They can't get control of the ball. It's a little goofy for Husky as he gives it up. Not much he can do off of it as a town trying to get it, and the demo ensures that vitality. Jumping across, and he gets it. Okay, a Chronic with a full midfield boost. Here he goes.
Got
One
the
reset,
reset.
two resets. Radostin scoop that ball right out. Here comes Alpha, looking for the ball. He's got it! Alpha 54!
He just can't do any wrong. I mean, this man, flip, reset, demo, come on. Oski's looking.
Vitality keeping things clean on defense. Liquid trying to look for some consolation heading in.
Ooh, a
game
Chronic.
number
He's going to
4.
take you out,
Heat
Alpha.
headhunting, and Oski puts in another goal. Liquid within striking distance here.
There's a bounty over Alpha's head, of course. The Chronic wants to redeem that. We'll get a little extra cash of bullying out, but haven't found much success on these transitions.
Every touch into space, into Vitality from Liquid on this defensive stand. Find a way to get Vitality off of this ball, but Vitality are plucking Liquid off the wall, and Alpha gets his first goal.
Check out the vision. Radostin sneaks under the ball, then bumps the Chronic out the way, gives Alpha one of the easiest. They are under control in this game. Midfield boost, all theirs. Radostin demoed out to play. A Chronic gets another demo. Maybe a third one from Oski. He's hunted for it. He didn't connect, but he didn't need to.
If you can't beat them, delete them. Not just once, but twice. And lever action from a towel right into the net. Liquid are back in it.
And we would have seen
Down as Alpha takes it away. Seizen denied by a Chronic. Vitality, can they get control of this? Bumped back from a towel as he takes control.
What?
Are you kidding me? Is it really happening?
No,
It's
no.
really happening. It actually happened. Fortune favors Liquid.
he got the bump, immediately turned around, and hits Alpha 54 with one of the best solo plays. That's exactly how that one's going to play out.
Good idea from Seizen, though. Trying to trip Liquid up. Where exactly they're going to go, which option they're going to choose. Low 50, always a great option to go to. And how about a goal? That's the best option you can get. Alpha scores first.
Another good start for Vitality. Seizen, he put a shot on net, but then got the dunk, followed up off the ceiling. It was a fake.
Wow.
Wow. Had to respect the shot
Yeah.
from the ceiling. Find ways to crumble on defense.
Oh, wait.
Oski, good connection, but Radostin has the recovery. And was there a player downfield looking for the demo?
got him.
Instead of going for the demo, he waits for the outlet pass.
Vitality, way downfield. They get two back. A Chronic turn.
Could have gone for the demo.
And Radostin leaves it, though. He knows a Chronic has the threat. Again, Radostin got into a rhythm where they were just knocking the ball away. Even when they had boosts near the end of that game, they can't let Vitality be the ones to dictate the tune. They got to be the one to set the tone. A Chronic delivers the music.
The boost management from this player is out of this world. Feathering behind it, hiding the fact that he's still got 31 left.
Massive opportunity left on the table. A towel. And Tribble pushes Vitality off the ball, even getting stomped. But here comes one more. It's Alpha 54!
Team Vitality, when they needed him most, he showed up. Alpha 54 by himself off the backboard. But this still just isn't enough, Dorby. Team Liquid have got to start working with each other. They're panicking, playing boomer ball, giving it away. And Vitality, the second one for Seizen.
Seizen ensuring the lead here. Oski bumped off the play from Alpha. A Chronic coming up. He's got to get that touch, and it was so close as he's coming across. He knows he's
Goal, but we'll call it a calculated back pass.
That's the riskiest back pass I've ever seen. Right off the ceiling for Oski, looking for the tie. Goal!
Crossbar, follow up. They keep knocking. They're not going down without a fight. Team Liquid, this is still match point.
They've got two others that can. It's Chicago leading the charge now, though. Drop down in front. J-Naps couldn't get to it. And they beat Atomic. It's wide open, and Matera scores!
The consistency is always going to be there for Carbon Corp. G2 have to be effective when they're in that blue half. The counterattack is clean, and there's a...
Try and keep possession alive, but K-Corp send them packing yet again. Only as far as the center line, and Exotic giving one away. JNAPS, Chicago, it's wide. Follow from Atomic, ties the game.
1, 2, 3. Look at this. The passing from G2 coming out well, and Atomic with the speed to the top left.
He's still on this in the corner. Just trying to burn time off the clock here. Still in a tie game, but all this possession greatly favoring K-Corp. Dangerous! And Itachi! How did he stay with it?
Look at this from Itachi. Goes up for this one. See, Chicago stays on top of the ball. Does not give JNAPS a chance to clear it through.
They keep some possession of their own at this point. Just so they don't get overwhelmed by K-Corp. But they're getting smothered. A double tap. Vatira doubles the lead.
You can try to stop the whole team, but you got to keep your eyes on this man. Sets up the double, knocks it down. No one home from G2. Clears it across. JNAPS is there, so is Vatira. Vatira on the ball. Flick past one. Chicago will stop it. Back into that midfield we go. Exotic gonna win! It's in! Carbon Corp takes game 2!
Exotic, the table setter all through game 1. Give me some of that in game 2. Atomic with the G2, and Itachi stayed grounded, realizing Chicago had him beat all the way. Now JNAPS, very patient, tried to thread the needle, got it back in front. Atomic, and G2 has its first lead.
That's what we were looking for from G2. Atomic, great ability to get on top of that play, saw the extra touch. All in on offense. JNAPS will put a shot on. That one is dangerous. K-Corp trying to recover. Vatira will push it downfield, pushes through Chicago. Atomic in danger. He needs to recover. He can't! And Itachi will get the equalizer.
He just had no idea when and where that shot was coming from. You saw the wave dash to try and get up the wall quick. He was very awkward coming up.
Missed though from Exotic, and Vatira has to come through and bail him out.
Oh, good clearance out of Chicago, trying to hit JNAPS in stride downfield. Only Exotic. Chicago's there! 3 Curry strikes!
And G2 getting back fast here on the break. Look at this, great 50 from JNAPS. And Itachi rotates hard to bring Carbon Corp back into this with 1:19 left in game 3, and G2 got everything going for him.
Very little time to actually think. It's all about reading and reacting, and Atomic reacts faster than all of K-Corp, and G2 turning the tables.
Atomic sets it up, follows it, and if you won't put a hand up, he'll put it in the back of you. Kind of got a little stuck up on each other there at that initial kickoff. Would have been a great start for Carbon Corp, but G2 now still with the ball. Here's Exotic looking for the double, found the angle! Talk about elevation, Exotic!
You watch this and you go, look, if he can hit it, he can have it. Well, he can, and he did.
Starts popping off. It's going to be exclamation point help on the other side.
Make somebody else beat you. Well, Exotic can. So can this guy, Itachi. Oh! Between Itachi and Exotic, everybody but Vatira involved.
Look at this. Exotic lines it up. Straight down to Itachi. What a follow through.
Chicago called his number. Did not pan out for G2. Now Atomic. Just ahead of Vatira. Here comes Itachi. Weaving his way through and bullying his way through.
It's been all Exotic and Itachi on these goals here, Stack. Sees JNAPS, says, line this up for me. Pinch to the top right.
Boy, it just every 50 seems to just barely slip by an oncoming G2 attacker. Exotic just ahead of the play, and Exotic will finish the job himself.
2 for 2 is Exotic. Itachi with the pass. This one off the post. Don't worry. He's going to pick that one up right back into it.
Morning defeat to FaZe Clan, who will play in tomorrow's quarterfinals. The only question is, will G2 still be in the tournament? When they do, Chicago gets one with 32 seconds remaining. We've seen stranger things, but a lot has to go G2's way here.
Atomic just trying to follow this one, wants to play the 50.
Breath waiting for G2 to give them a reason to come unglued. But again, Vatira bringing one in. Itachi and Exotic both starting to dive in as well. That caught a ricochet, and Vatira finishes the job.
Check this one again. Light touch out. J-Nab's trying to get the clear. Exotic last man doesn't care. Goes for the challenge. Lines it up. If it's too challenging in the air, they haven't necessarily been able to keep up and set themselves up for anything going offensive.
Chicago.
Oh, it's up for that!
Himself. How about this one from the heavens?
They need someone to come alive, and Chicago does. You better watch out. Look at that flip. The read there. Unbelievable. Still more pressure. Exotic, though. That whiff gonna slow things down monumentally for Karmine Corp. They're gonna have to give up some space. Oh, Atomic, can he get it? Yes! Atomic comes alive! J2 in the lead!
They don't often lose series where he's the leading scorer. He's always setting his teammates up. J-Naps will bring this all the way to ground. He didn't burn any boost unnecessarily. Still weaving his way through. Follow up now from Atomic. Line up the double. Bang, bang!
Flicks on him, Atomic! What did I say? Hand down!
Free reign there, but he couldn't get up to follow that up, and that's a big break for G2 very early on here. Remember, G2 took a win, their first in the series after they called their timeout, and K-Corp looking to do the same to close it out. Vati's come alive again.
And the boss battle starts. Vatira trying to end it here. Beautiful, perfect clock. 4:46 left for them. They got to equalize to stay in it.
Once again, a goal in the first minute, and when K-Corp scores first, you've heard this stat multiple times, they're 54-3, and then after that clown fiesta, they get another.
Vatira opened things up, and it's just a little bit of miscommunication, a little bit of a